Hi, this is Sean Clark with DreadCentral.com, and I'm here with Saw 2 and Saw 3 director Darren Lynn Bousman. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
What can we expect from Saw 3? How do you top Saw 2? How do you take it to the next level?
More twists, more turns, more violence, and a lot more scares.
There is that usual law for horror sequels is more of the same amped up. It's like if you killed 10 in the last one, let's kill 20, then we'll kill 30 in the next one. This one, I've tried to stay away from just having it be an amped up version of Saw 2. And I think that the direction it goes in, I believe, is that it's much more emotionally intense. You're concentrating on the relationship between Jigsaw and his new apprentice.
You're going to learn a lot more about Amanda. Maybe even more than you ever wanted to know.
It picks up very, very quickly after Saw 2. We find Jigsaw on his deathbed, very, very ill, and he makes Amanda, his protege, capture a doctor to keep him alive for one final test.
And he knows that when he dies, she's going to be taking his law and his word out into the world. And for him, that's the biggest thing in the world for him. You know, in the previous two films, Jigsaw's been kind of cold. He's very in control. In this film, he's losing control. Literally, he's dying. You know, I guess death is the ultimate loss of control.
Does that mean no Tobin Bell for Saw 4?
I didn't say that.
You said one final kill. I'm digging.
I said on his deathbed, but I can't give you that information.
Now, are you going to be doing some nursing, perhaps? You know, obviously you got a sick guy you got to take care of.
Yeah, love of my life. Gotta keep him as comfortable as possible.
You see some radiation treatment in this one, or what are we looking forward to as far as action?
God, whatever it takes.
Pushing him around in a wheelchair from kill to kill.
In my nurse's uniform.
Exactly.
Spike heels and.
It's just some great stuff, and Tobin just stepped up to the plate. Like, he's such an awesome actor, so I can't believe we lucked out and got Tobin Bell. All we needed for the first film was a guy to lie on the floor and then stand up at the end. I mean, it could have been, it could have been like Michael Winslow from the Police Academy films. Sorry about that. I don't like.
He just spit on me.
There's some pretty phenomenal mind-bending traps in this one.
I mean, I've got some great ideas. I mean, I'm thinking, dominoes, and remember the old board game Mousetrap?
Let's go Lego. Why dominoes?
Remember, like, the beginning of Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Making the pancakes, and then eventually at the end somebody gets killed.
Where did all the waking up montages go? Do you remember every film in the 80s, Back to the Future, Last Starfighter, Soul Man, always started with a slow panning shot across a messy male bedroom with different contraptions, maybe something that opens your dog food? Where are the waking up montages?
Well, you're the writer.
I'm going to have a film that's just one long waking up montage.
Write that shit.
There is. But what traps? I don't want to give away any traps. Come on. You're trying to needle. You don't go Guantanamo Bay on me and try and interrogate this information. Let me just say there's something involving all right, I'll give you guys the exclusive, right? There's something involving a loss of limbs.
Okay.
That's the exclusive right there.
Yeah, there's some radical traps in this one that just outdo, I'm sad to say, outdo my old jaw trap.
I can also say for the fans, I mean, come on, this is Dread Central. It is easily, and I mean easily, the goriest of the three, if not, and I'm going to say this, if not the goriest mainstream film that's been released in the last 20 years.
Nice. We'll actually hopefully get to see that on the screen.
Yeah, it might actually be an uncut 5-disc deluxe edition that you may be viewing a lot of this stuff on. That's up to the MPAA.
You'll have to buy it the first 3 times it comes out to get that.
Exactly. But definitely what we shot is by far, I mean, I wrote it and I was physically ill watching some of the scenes.
It's pretty intense. It's by far, it makes Saw 2 look like a Disney film.
It's almost like a new model that they're testing out, just getting things out like that. And it can be really daunting at first, having someone tell you, okay, you've got 2 months to write it because then we need to start shooting. But you get into the spirit of it, and I don't know, in a lot of ways, the creative side of me hates the fact that we're making one of these films a year, which means it's such a rush. But on the other side, it's just a new way of doing things. I think the fans really love the fact that they can expect one of these Saw films, now.
And the cash doesn't suck.
Yeah, the cash is all right, I guess.
Okay, well, we're getting the wrap-up sign, so appreciate your time. Best of luck on it.
Thank you.
All right.
And I'm telling you, Dread Central fucking rocks.